Rise in Excellence. This is Jaja Majay with the REM-PET phenomenon, and today we'll be taking a look at Predator 2, or more so to the point, what to do if you're from Andromeda, you're an insectoid hunter from Andromeda, and you've been coming to Earth for years, and suddenly, one of your prey doesn't just want to give in. Usually, you'll be a Nubian, and those Nubians, man. They were raised in the seas, and they're intermixed with a lot of different beings, Etherians and reptoids. So they got a little bit of punch. Nubians ain't gonna just give up that easily. These guys, the Nubian guys, have been developing for millions of years and developed many different strategies. Even the ones that have been put in captivity and they're brainwashed. The period that you call the 400 years of slavery. But even with that, these guys still have a very strong instinct for survival. And once again, you got that reptoid on one side, and my camera's being held by my other hand, and that Ethereum on the other side. So you got these two parts, merging in with the melanin. It's going to make it pretty hard. So let's just say you're in a situation like this, where nothing starts. There we go. So someone like Danny Glover has you on the ropes. It looks kind of bleak, once again, these Nubians are pretty tough guys, pretty tough characters here. And no matter when you use your infrared, no matter what you do, this dude just ain't gonna want to give up. So you decide to just go for self-destruction. I mean, like, you're gonna take that guy and yourself and anything else, but at least it'll be a win, because you insectoid dudes, you don't go for that shit. So you're thinking that's gonna work, and the Nuwbuns is just gonna give up. And like I said, these guys don't give up. So he's gonna take the same weapon that you try to cut him with, and he's gonna cut you with it, because you're gonna blow shit up, and he's not gonna go for that, especially if it's Danny Glover. He's not gonna play that shit. They're like, oh shit, what did I do now? I mean, I'm falling, So, in these situations, don't panic. We're going to give you some simple steps. So, first thing you're going to need some broken shards of glass, and make sure they're broken, and you're from another planet, so you don't go for that mythological shit they go on Earth. So, no 7 years of bad luck for you. So make sure you just get into that glass, whatever mirror you see, or mirror that's close, make sure you get into that glass and just break it into shards. That's one thing. Next, you're going to need some plaster. So preferably plaster from a wall. Make sure you really tear into that motherfucker. Tear into that wall and get out some good plaster, because that's going to be helpful. And you're going to need a heating device, heating source. And just don't get the sterno and the chafing rack separately. Really put out some real good money, because you never know when you're going to be up against Danny Glover on planet Earth. So make sure you get yourself the sterno with the built-in chafing rack, or the pot, the heating pot. Have that. Just invest a little money. Come on. You're going to need some oxytocin. Okay? You're going to need that shit, because there's going to be a lot of pain coming, and you're an alien. Get some bitcoins, and go get that shit, because you're going to need it. It's going to be some real pain with this. But anyway, if you can't get that, then get some Tylenol, maybe 500 strength. I don't know. Your alien biology could probably deal with it. So make sure you get some Tylenol. And lastly, you're going to need some blue alien liquid. Now, you have to be careful which grade you get, because there's a grade that just melts through every fucking thing. But make sure you get yourself some real good grade blue alien liquid. Usually those guys from the Alien series, I think they have it. So make sure, you get some real good grade blue alien liquid, but make sure it's not the hyper strength, because that just burns through everything. And lastly, you're going to need a putty knife and a missed call. Lastly, you're going to need a putty knife. We prefer that you get a Stanley putty knife. It may be a little bit stronger than the average putty knives, and prefer a rubber handle. Don't get a steel. Don't once again, don't skimp. Get best quality stuff, because once again, when Danny Glover cuts off that arm, and and you got those bullet wounds starting to sting your ass, you're gonna want the best grade of equipment. Now, once you get all that stuff together, okay, so start with the glass first. Break the glass, and like I said, get that plaster, get a good portion of it. Grab up your hand and use the sink. Especially if you happen to land in the bathroom, kudos for you. You're gonna be able to have a real good area for prep. So don't mind Danny Glover, because his ass gonna take a while. He's one of those Nubians who's a bit older, so there's certain things you can't do, and plus he has a fair height, so you got plenty of time just to prepare your space, make sure everything is fine, make sure you have all your materials, because like I said, Danny Glover is going to take a while to get to where he needs to go. During this whole time, you could be doing a lot of good prep. As I said, Danny's scared of them damn heights, and who the hell wants to really shimmy down a pipe anyway, drop this gun. So once again, kudos for you. This is going to really help you later on. The shit he's doing right now is going to be your benefit. So hopefully you're in that bathroom and you're still working. Now, some people, some of the Andromedan beings are a little bit more prepared. So he has an actual kit with, those different devices. And, he bought them from his own planet. Because, hey, preparation is key. So now you got your glass and stuff. Now you're gonna use your heating unit. So this is very important. Get your heating unit out. Chafing racks or the chafing sternals, I think, go up to very high temperatures. So that's pretty good. So take the contents and just mix them up. It doesn't really matter. They don't have to really be grounded up too fine, but make sure you mix them together, and then get some of that real good blue liquid. Pour some of this. Pour all that shit in there. Just pour away. And now you got a fire, and watch it for a bit, because it's beautiful shit. And Danny Glover's still making his way, so you still have plenty of time. Doesn't have his gun, he can't shoot you from over there. So when it gets nice and gelled, what you're gonna do is take that putty knife, right, and do a little mixing first. Just make sure, test its consistency, and just really put it right on that shit. And this is the time when you take your oxycodone or oxycontin. And never mind anyone that who wants to use the bathroom after you. This shit is total. So their opinion doesn't matter. You're an alien from another planet. This is about survival. It's not about good habits. With this chick. Wake up. There's somebody in the bathroom. After that, you're gonna have to address those bullet wounds. See how that comes out really nice and fine. Everything is cauterized, real nice there. It's a nice smell, pleasant smell from the glass and the plaster mix. It's fragrant. It helps you to relax. Like I said, never mind, them chicks. So get another good portion, and start to put into those bullet holes. Really get in that motherfucker, and just really, take some Oxycontin, and you're pretty much good. So there you have it. If you ever have trouble with Danny Glover, got some bullet holes or sawed off. And this is just really bonus what he's about to do now. That's his own kind of drugs there. So, those Andromeda drugs are very strong. So, if you're a young predator, you really don't want to use that type of drugs. You may want to go with the Oxycontin or even the Tylenol 500 strength. Because this is really this doesn't feel good. So anyway, and there you go. Quick, fast, and efficient. So once again, if you're ever in trouble with Danny Glover, he cuts off an arm, puts some bullet holes in you, and you're an Andromedan, you're a predator. These are some simple steps you could do to heal up those wounds. And once again, Afrofuturism is the cure for sci-fi. You can find us at WeBuyBlack.com under the name Th3RP or the Ren Pet Phenomenon. Have a wonderful day, people.